Hi, it's Mark at FBA to USA. Come to FBA to USA for hints and tips for getting started on Amazon Seller Central if you want to develop your own brand and sell products inside the USA. Now that little phrase I just chucked in there, develop your own brand, I've been getting a few questions about FBA and how it works and how you can make it cost effective. And some of those questions have come from people whose background is dropshipping. And dropshipping is certainly an excellent training ground if you're considering doing an FBA venture, because in the end, if you go through the training, you'll learn that most of the issue that makes you the money is not how you handled the logistics, but in fact how you marketed the brand and the product to the group of customers that you're actually targeting. So a dropshipper can be an excellent FBA seller. The question that dropshippers always ask is, how does this work? How does it make any money? Because I don't understand why you would, for example, manufacture in one country, ship it to another country, do a lot of quality checking, and then ship it on to FBA. How is that cost effective? It doesn't make any sense. Aren't the shipping costs very high? And of course, the shipping costs are double. The fact that you want to, when you follow my model, at least starting up, ship it to yourself, check it, or get someone you trust to check it, and then send it into Amazon, makes the cost of starting up, obviously in terms of shipping, about twice what it would be if you just got your actual manufacturer to send it direct to Amazon. But here's where the change happened. You are selling your own brand, your own product. Do you really want that product to arrive in the FBA warehouse and possibly have something wrong with it? What if the packaging's got the text printed upside down? What if there's things missing? What if you're supposed to have an insert in it and that insert isn't there and you can't get the repeat business that you thought you were going to get? Those are just three examples. Perhaps the actual product itself isn't of the quality that the prototypes that you've seen when you started were intended to be, and you're making decisions over thousands of units, and in fact what you're actually selling people is something that's inferior to what you've seen yourself. So if you follow the FBA to USA methodology, you've got to get your dropshipping mindset out of your head. And this brings up the question, what is different from dropshipping? Well, in dropshipping, where you're just selling somebody else's product and you already know exactly what that product is, you can make a good margin by getting people to buy that product, telling the shipper to send it directly to that person, and then claiming a margin. And this business model has been quite prevalent around the place for a number of years, longer than FBA selling has. The thing about it is, whatever you're buying, say it costs you X, you're only going to be able to sell it for up to about 1.5, maybe 2X. Whereas when you do FBA selling, if something costs you X, then the sale price that you're trying to achieve in Amazon is more likely to be 4X. Now the reason that that's important, the X and the 4X, or the 1.5X, is you're basically making a much bigger margin, and that allows you to absorb quite high costs, as long as fundamentally the starting price of the product that you're going to buy and the end price of the product that you're going to sell actually adds up to a point where after you've paid all your costs for double shipping and everything else, you've still got a good margin. Now the thing about FBA selling compared to dropshipping is, while in dropshipping you don't really have to invest anything except in perhaps your affiliate links and a website and maybe writing a blog and investing some time in that, when you do FBA you've got to invest quite a lot in the setup and in the working capital. So before you do it, if you are a dropshipper, know this: you will be able to be much more profitable and successful when you do the FBA model than you ever were in dropshipping. But you are going to actually spend quite a bit of money to get there. So you shouldn't think of it in terms of trying to make $10 by spending $30. You should be thinking about trying to make $10,000 by spending $5,000. Hope that makes sense. Come to FBA to USA.com for more hints and tips like this, and to get started with the full training when you're ready. Cheers.